Hey, this is Jamie from Green River Ordnance. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Let's begin now.
Hello and welcome to the Ticket Stub, everybody. Connor, Dick, and Chris in studio this week. We're here to talk movies, here to talk a lot of things. We got a lot to talk about, but we want to remind everybody that we come live every Thursday on 104.5 and 106.1 FM out of the heart of downtown Conroe. Also, you can listen on irlonestar.com. You can find us on all social media. Just go to the website, irlonestar.com/TTS, and you'll find all of our social media plugs. Be sure to like and subscribe on all podcast feeds and tell your friends, because we want the show to keep growing. Man, we've got a good show coming up today, a lot of good things. Dick, you doing all right, bud? You got a lot of things moving around, working around?
Yeah, the station's growing. Our numbers are growing. I appreciate everyone tuning in and subscribing. So it's nice to see those numbers happen.
Yeah,
and then,
big time.
Hopefully our next step here is get some sponsors.
Woo!
So we can feel...
If anybody's got a few $100,000 they want to sponsor a radio show, change your life. Change our lives.
Yeah.
Few $100,000.
That's the minimum sponsorship,
Oh,
right? Yeah. Well, it's high demand. Chris, you're in a suit today, baby. What's up?
I am. It is Star Wars opening day.
Oh, goodness.
So I'm excited.
All right, hold on. Let me get this straight. I want to know, since you're the movie guy.
Yep.
Opening day is now Thursday. Is that because
Yeah.
when is the first showing today at the Grand?
It is we have a 6 o'clock fan event.
Okay, so 6 p.m.
Yeah.
is the first showing today.
Yes.
So it is technically today. Because they used to say opening day was Thursday, but it opened at midnight.
Yeah, but
And
lately,
I always felt like that was Friday.
but
Well-
now it's like 7 p.m. usually now.
Yeah,
right?
it was ever since the Dark Knight, the Batman shooting in Aurora. They kind of skew things a bit earlier, so it's not,
Yeah.
at
Oh, is
midnight,
that
so-
what happened? Okay.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, how about that? Yeah. So, but how many shows? I had a friend tell me you have about 16 shows tonight of Star Wars.
We got plenty of room. If you want to see it, you will have no trouble at all.
You don't think it'll be packed in every theater?
No,
or
I think
anything?
it should be, but I mean,
Well,
we got plenty of room.
you're not telling the folks about the 16th room?
Oh yeah, the secret
That's with
room.
just the ticket
Oh,
stub.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we-
just the
yeah,
we have a special 16th room.
I'm just kidding. No, we don't. Don't go searching. So
Okay. All right. Well, we got a bunch to talk about today. We're going to do some rapid fire news. We're going to rewind movies from last week. We're going to play a Christmas themed game of Actors List, probably the game we've played the most out of any of them. We've got a ticket giveaway at the end of the show. I do want to take a minute to talk to everyone about the fact that we are joining the What's Good Houston podcast, as well as a couple other Houston area podcasts, in something they are calling Donation Domination. The What's Good Houston podcast is taking the lead on this. And so we have joined in. Basically what it is every podcast, there's 4. It's us. It's like the Houston Beer podcast, the Idea Tank. And then there's another one, another movie podcast that we're way, way, way better than. And the 4 of us have each picked a charity. And at the end of, it's a short run thing here. On the 21st, it's going to close. And whichever has raised the most money on their You Caring website is going to win, and the What's Good Houston podcast is going to roll their stuff in as well. So we picked. It was kind of a short thing. I just picked a charity that I've worked with before that I really love called Charity Water, and they help drill water wells all across the world for people that don't have access. So if you're hearing that, you're in the Christmas mood. Chris and I, we tried to kind of prime the pump a little bit, get it rolling. But even if we don't win, it's not the important thing. The important thing is it's kind of the giving season right now. So, do something for someone else, and you can join in on the ticket stubs
you
effort.
choose to live that lifestyle where you have to have a reason to give?
Yeah,
You have to have a season to give?
I only give during certain seasons. Like
I knew it.
spring is
I
not
knew
a
it.
good season to give.
Well, that's crazy that it's $30 and it can supply a lifetime of clean drinking water
For a person.
I mean, that's what that's what blew my mind.
Yeah,
I mean,
if-
that's so cheap, to be able to do that for someone.
Yeah, and so go on all of our social sites, Facebook and Twitter. We've posted the link, and you can also go to
Wait, why don't I have to just pay $30 and I get free drinking water for the rest of my life? I pay more. Wait, how do I get this system?
Well, then you also have to move to like sub-Saharan Africa, though. That's the downside. Yeah. Is it worth it?
He was actually thinking about it for a few seconds. Is it worth it? Free water?
But if you take, if you have a couple grand in the bank and you take it to sub-Saharan Africa, you might could live like a king. especially if you have free
Yeah.
water, especially if
Like
you're
a
30 bucks.
warlord.
Like a warlord.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really cool thing. Yeah, it's like $30 per person. We'll give them a lifetime of water, and water is the thing that kills, like not having
How do
clean
you
water.
guarantee that?
Well, it's not guaranteed, Dick, but it's like they do the math. All right, it takes X number of dollars for a well. They divide it by how many people the average well services, and they come up with that. It's like when you give to that one thing, 80 cents a day is not really like that. 80 cents is not going to that kid on the TV covered in flies or whatever, right? They just say like, here's about
What?
Remember that Christian Relief Fund?
Yes,
with that
no,
old,
I do, but that can't be right.
No, you know what I'm saying? A cup of coffee for the price of a cup
Yeah.
of coffee. You can support a kid. Well, your money's not actually going to that exact kid. They're just buying like a whole bunch of rice and then giving it out to villages or whatever.
Oh.
I think it's the same thing. We're getting lost in the details here.
It sounded more and more like I don't want to donate.
well, please don't, Scrooge. All right, yeah.
Well,
Keep all the
realistically,
water for
you
yourself.
gotta put people's mind of why they want to do this. If anything, do it so we could beat the other podcasts.
especially the other
There
movie,
you go.
especially the other movie podcast,
Yeah,
because
it's
we
a
know we're better than them.
$200 goal. So I mean,
Yeah.
we're already at the what do we got?
We're 60.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
we're,
bad.
we're almost there. So come on, guys, hop on our social, check that out.
Hold on, what's the other goal? The other guys.
Well, we just set random goals. I think one of them did like $1, and they've already hit that. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, because it's all about the clout. So if we hit $200, but we say, oh, we hit the goal, but they did like $2,000. Oh, we hit the goal.
No, our goal is the highest goal. Like one had 150, one had 100,
Oh,
one
weak.
had 1.
Okay.
Yeah, they're weak. We're gonna win. I'm pretty excited about it. So
Well, how long do we have till to donate?
the 21st. So not very long.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. But you just go on there. You go on the UCaring, you enter your information, and you can give in like 1 second. So if you hear this podcast anytime this week, you'll be able to hop in and be a part of it. And if not, you can give to Charity Water anytime. It's a great cause, something I really believe in, and something. At least read the website, check it out. But a cool opportunity, donation domination. You can use the hashtag donation domination and join in, and they can kind of track what's happening. All right, we're gonna move into some rapid fire news, and later in the show, like I said, we're gonna rewind, play actors list, and give tickets away. We're also going to be playing we got a hotline call. We're going to hopefully be playing that by the end of the show for whoever won the tickets for this week. But as far as news goes, there is a new movie coming out on Netflix called Christmas Prince. And it is supposed, according to this website, okay, first off, did you see what the website was called?
No.
It was from hellogiggles.com.
Oh, hey.
Classic site.
Yeah.
There's like, when you talk about pillars of news, it's like maybe New York Times, Wall Street Journal, hellogiggles.com.
I feel like I would read Hello Giggles more than the other two.
I think that of the three of us, you would be if this was like a superlatives award, most likely to read Hello Giggles.
Probably.
Chris, I think it's you, man.
Yep.
Anyways, it's the title is Christmas Prince is the best Netflix movie ever made, and if you disagree, you're wrong. Basically, the point of the article is that this is like a Hallmark movie, but actually good. That's kind of what they're saying. And Dick, I was reading this, and
I was a little confused because the point of a Hallmark movie is to be bad.
well, yeah, but I thought maybe this would offend you a little bit because
Well, as long as the beverage game still applies, I'm okay with whatever it is.
But see, I think the point is that they are. I think the point is that they are like going around some of the stereotypes. Like it's still Hallmark like type.
Well,
but
how
they're not
can you
being
go
as-
around it? How can you be a Hallmark movie and not be a Hallmark movie at the same time?
I don't know, man. That's pretty deep. I don't know. I mean, it's like, how can you be true to yourself but also not be true to yourself, right? It's like,
No, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I'm just thinking if they're trying to claim it's like a Hallmark movie,
I think they're saying that
and
it's
then
like
it
the
doesn't
same,
end up being like a Hallmark movie,
like the same feel of a Hallmark movie, but without some of the stupid parts.
Well, who's in it?
Hold on.
Oh, now you're asking the real question.
Yeah.
Well,
here.
yeah, well, that would make me decide whether I wanted to see it or not.
All right, well, give me a second. I got to look it up because I wasn't ready.
Well,
for
if they're
the-
doing the true Hallmark, it'd be a person who is either in a big budget film from 20 years ago
Okay.
and now is affordable. That's
Okay, it's got Rose McIver,
Don't know who that is.
Ben Lamb, who's the prince.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know.
I don't know
who that
him
is
either. Alice Krieg.
Oh,
Honor. Her name is Honor Neefsey.
it's already out. You can watch it.
Yeah, it's out right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But it's in Netflix now, and they're saying it's like the greatest thing ever. I haven't seen it. This may be one of those ones that some of
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I was thinking, Dick, you'd be the perfect one to watch it.
I'll review that for I guess the last episode of the year.
Oh, there we go.
Unless we do Star Wars. It depends on what you guys like own up to.
All right, so Dick, I really want to hear a review. Part of why I put this in there was just because I want you to watch it and tell us about it.
I will. I mean,
Okay.
I literally am going to review another Hallmark movie on one.
Gosh, you're deep. You're in deep right now.
Well, the beverage game really got me hooked. And like
How many times have you actually played the beverage game, though?
total?
Yeah.
I think 6 times now.
Oh, I think
my
he might have a problem.
Yeah, seriously. Dick,
So-
we brought you here for a reason, Dick.
Well, I can almost rate the movies on if it's a good beverage game or not.
Yeah.
Like that, actually, it's in my notes. Like I want to make a point of telling the audience about
So
the
it's
one
based
I
on
watched.
how drunk you get.
if it's fun to watch.
Dick, your actions are
Okay.
affecting me in the following ways. I'm just kidding. That's what you say at intervention, though. All right, next thing. USAtoday.com. Definitive ranking of all 9 Star Wars movies.
Well, how they already have.
Well, that's what it said, but it included Rogue as well.
Oh.
Yeah, it threw that
That's
in.
kind of cheap.
But not the latest one.
But yeah, I think it. So it has.
It has to be the latest one.
Well, here I'll read it. Did y'all even read the article? And number 9, Episode 1, Phantom Menace. That's the one everybody hates. Number 8, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Number 7, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So pretty negative towards the first 3.
Let me
right?
guess. The dispute is going to be between Empire Strikes Back and the Return of the Jedi.
Number 6, Rogue One. So Rogue One is a part of this as well. Number 6. Number 5, The Last Jedi from 2017. Okay, so they put that in there.
Well, why would you do that when that movie has not even come out? So it's like, oh, this movie isn't as good
No,
as
they're
these
just
other 5.
they're just flaunting that they won that case against Disney, that they got to see the
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm sure,
preview.
I'm sure this is based,
flaunters.
I'm sure this is based on screeners that they have seen it. So they're putting it right in the middle. Then number 4, Return of the Jedi from 1983. Number 3, The Force Awakens. So they're saying the third best Star Wars movie is The Force Awakens. Number 2 is the original Star Wars, and then number 1, Empire Strikes
Yeah,
Back.
that's crap.
You don't agree?
Well, it's always like the dispute with people. It's like, oh, Empire Strikes Back is the best, Star Wars movies.
What website is this?
USA Today.
Why would they not put the new movie as number 1? What a way to. You want people to,
You're so
be
mad
so
right now.
excited.
You're so mad
Well,
right
it's
now.
just- you
We have
just-
16 theaters dedicated
Yeah,
to this.
yeah.
We
Well,
didn't.
no, yeah.
We didn't have the Christmas special on there either.
What do you mean?
The Star Wars Christmas special.
Oh, that now you know what? That's the one Star Wars thing that I like.
Really? So you don't? Do we know this? You don't like Star Wars?
No, I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your reason?
I just never could get into it. It's just
Have you seen all of them?
yeah.
And you don't like them?
No.
Man.
Well, I haven't seen Rogue One. I tried Force Awakens, fell asleep. Halfway
Really?
through.
I like
Yeah.
I
Force-
agree with
I-
that.
I like Force
I could have,
Awakens.
under the circumstances, I could have fallen asleep during that.
Well, this
movie.
list is saying it's the third best out of all 9. This is the Force Awakens is the third best one. But Dick, you're one of those guys who thinks like the first 3 are actually really good, though, right?
Yep.
But your reasoning when you brought your reasons that one time, it was because like, yeah, it gave us pod racing, and like that's why.
It's one of those burdens that needed to happen. Someone needed to carry it, and to get to where we are now. I mean, think about it.
So what would you say is the best
Think
one?
about it.
What would you say is the best one then?
Out of all the ones I've seen, I've only seen episode 1 through 7.
Okay.
Out of all of them, I mean, I really like Return of the Jedi because it just kind of goes for it. It goes hardcore on people because fulfills the prophecy. It has a really cool
Yeah.
turn, and
Yeah. People.
Luke Skywalker's face looks all jacked up. And like,
I think people think it like went. I don't know. Why don't people like that one as much? It went overboard a little bit, or it got a little convoluted, or something.
yeah, to be honest, it's because of Empire Strikes Back. People love that movie because George Lucas didn't direct it. Like that's the only reason they didn't like it, or they loved it so much more.
Well, maybe I will like it then.
So, well, no, really, that's what people say. Like, there's
Yeah.
a reason why this movie's so much better than all the other ones because George Lucas didn't do anything.
All right. Well, we got one more thing I want to throw out before break. Nerdist.com, which is a podcast feed. It's Chris Hardwick, all those guys. Nerdist.com. Does Die Hard really count as a Christmas movie? That's always a debate this time of year. What do y'all think? Is it a Christmas movie or not?
Yes,
Well,
because
easy.
yeah,
It has Christmas music in it.
Okay, but I mean, it's obviously not like Christmas is such a secondary thing, though.
yeah. But when you're sitting around Christmas morning and your family's trying to decide which movie to watch, at least Dad has an input that he can say.
Okay,
you know,
so-
it's not like, oh, we're gonna watch The Christmas Prince or some, Switched for Christmas or something like that. Dad's like, Die Hard. That's a Christmas movie right there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that. I guess if I'm being honest, I can't really say that I can't truly feel like that's a Christmas movie.
He says Merry Christmas in the movie.
But I just feel like it has like almost
Along with a couple other words.
Well, yeah, but he says Merry Christmas in the movie. Well, first off, we have to set a base.
Okay.
What counts as a Christmas movie? In your opinion, Connor, what counts as a Christmas
I guess
movie?
for me, Christmas needs to be like important to the plot.
Okay,
and
well,
I guess it is because he's like it's what got him to the airport, right?
Yeah, the scenario is created because a Christmas party. Dialogue in the movie comments about it being Christmas several times throughout the movie.
Yeah.
and then the main actor wishes somebody Merry Christmas. So
in the best way possible.
So
I
the
think.
plot is the only reason the movie exists is because of Christmas.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I just feel like it's like when you think of Christmas movie, you think,
And that's why Carl, the police officer, is standalone because it's Christmas. Like they're low on. I think there's a scene that they literally go, "Oh, it's gonna take. We're gonna."
oh, that's why he doesn't have a cop help.
Yeah, as much because
Yeah.
they're trying to keep it under wraps, and no one believes who John McClane is.
All right,
and
all right.
Carl does, but
He had to-
Carl's
yeah.
You've,
Took
you-
him away from family matters to come
yeah,
to help.
It
help,
works.
well, you
John
can-
McClane.
Okay, you've convinced me. And you
All
know
right.
what? And this movie needs to be a Christmas movie because there needs to be a good movie that you can watch at Christmas time. And most Christmas movies are
A
garbage.
dad's movie.
Well, Santa Claus isn't too bad.
It's okay.
It gives those divorced dads hope,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
what-
they can
yeah, what
get really fat and deal with a bunch of kids for the
You
rest
know
of
what
their life.
happened? I want to know what happened to their marriage, man. You know what
Well,
happened?
one of them comes Mrs. Claus, right?
In the second,
And
the
third
second one.
Second
Okay.
Second one.
Somebody
yeah.
comes Mrs.
now-
Someone's
yeah,
got to be
now,
Mrs.
now you're
Claus.
spoiling my holiday fun. All right, we got to run to break. When we come back, we're going to spend some time rewinding the movies we've seen from last week. Later in the show, we're going to play a game called Actors List. And listen towards the end because we're going to be giving away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater, as well also talking about our special episode for next week here on the Ticket Stub.
This is not a drill.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app for your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That is Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Hey, guys, this is Connor.
This is Dick.
This is Chris.
And we're with the Ticket Stub podcast every Thursday live at noon on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area. Also, anytime at irlonestar.com. You go to irlonestar.com/TTS. You can find all of our social media.
And don't forget, we give away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater on every show.
If you like movies and you like complaining or celebrating anything that has to do with the silver screen, check out the Ticket Stub podcast and join us every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio.
All right, we're back on the Ticket Stub. If you missed the first segment, we talked about our donation domination. Be sure to check out our social media to get in on that and help us win because it's all about winning. We also did rapid fire news, talked about something coming to Netflix, Star Wars, and Die Hard. What we're going to do now is we're going to spend a little time rewinding movies that we've seen in the last week. We do this every week. It's our chance to talk about all the great or not so great stuff that we've been seeing over the course of the week. Dick is deep, deep, deep in the world of Hallmark right now.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much everything you're watching is Hallmark?
It's the only thing I kind of go to if I just want to watch something mindless. And but unfortunately, you know, I don't have time to watch that many movies. So, yeah.
All right, well, what did you see this week, Dick?
I saw the Psych movie.
Okay.
Okay, so if folks don't know, Psych is a TV show that was on USA, and it was a TV series for a while, probably like 8 seasons or something like that. And it's such a popular show among fans. Like, they had enough fans. They had a huge social media following and stuff like that. So they decided to make a movie to kind of conclude what happened at the end of the show. And it was a lot of fun. You can watch it for free on USA's website. And if you enjoyed the series, it has the exact same elements to it. So if you really like the TV show, I really encourage you to check this out. One thing that was interesting about the movie is if you followed the production, one of the main characters had a stroke during the writing and filming.
Like
And
in real life?
in real life, the character Lassiter, who played kind of like the foil to Sean, who was he's the authority figure, and Sean doesn't like authority. He's the cop who was partnered with Sean's love interest. So he was always kind of the funny part, you know, him and Sean butt heads. But yeah, he had a stroke, so they had to rewrite the whole movie. Basically,
Did they make him have a stroke in the movie?
well, he appeared in the movie, and it was kind of awkward because it's just because I knew that's like what was his condition. They did like a FaceTime scene, and you could totally tell like the right side of his face was paralyzed, but they still he was on the movie for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Just encouraging his partner to be, you know, strong. He liked Sean, and they kind of grew over the series. They kind of liking each other and stuff.
So a lot of times when there's a TV show that has a movie, it's almost like just a longer episode. Is that what you thought about? Like, did it feel the same way where they just kind of took an episode?
Actually,
and made
no, that was the disappointing part because what Psych is known for, and I like to call it like the dime store novel mysteries. So each episode has a standalone mystery, and you watch Sean and Gus solve it. There really wasn't a big mystery to this, and so there really wasn't those Psych TV elements. It was more of like the characters moving. They're trying to move the characters on, and about the conflict was Sean proposed, but they haven't gotten married yet.
Oh,
so that was
hit a
part
little
of
close
it.
to home.
Well, that's actually one of the funniest opening scenes. Is apparently he lost the ring, so he's searching for it, and he's on this like ship dressed as Hagrid from
Harry Potter.
From Harry Potter. He's on this ship that has a bunch of illegal things on it, like jewelry, and it's like a black market ship. So you see him going through the crowd, looking through all the
his ring or a new
trying
ring?
to find that ring. He tracked it down because someone stole it and sold it, and that was the opening scene. And I didn't know it was Hagrid, but until like after you see the full shot of him, he has this bushy hair, huge green coat, and I was like, wait a second, oh my gosh, that is. So if you're a big pop culture person,
Yeah.
this movie has like way too many pop culture.
So it
references.
was Robbie Coltrane?
What?
No, he was dressed up like Hagrid.
Oh, dressed up.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
not
Okay.
actual.
Yes.
No, that would have been distracting probably for random Hagrid to
Yeah.
like in
Yeah.
character from
Well, they
Harry
do.
Potter.
Yeah, well,
I suppose so. I didn't really
they-
think that through, I guess.
They did bring a lot of the special appearance characters back. Like John Cena came back on it, so that was cool to see him. And then they definitely left the movie with the next one. It ends with John Cena.
Was this in theaters?
No,
Just on
it's
is it
just on
USA or
TV
something?
on USA. You can watch it for free. It has commercials, but like I said, like my closing thing is, if you like it, if you like the series, definitely check it out. The only disappointing thing I would say is you can't watch the series on any streaming service right now. So it's kind of a tease. Why would you do a movie and not let me watch it?
Yeah.
But
All right, Psych. So check it out on TV if you like it or not. I
USA,
guess.
yeah.
USA. All right, Dick. Chris? I'm sorry. What did you do this week?
I saw Logan Lucky.
Okay. What'd you think?
Well, basically, Logan Lucky is about some hillbilly guys that decide to rob a NASCAR racetrack on a race day. I guess there's a ton of money floating around. They figure out a way to do it. Basically, it's Channing Tatum, Daniel Craig, Adam Driver, who I usually don't like, but I did like him in.
I like Adam Driver.
Yeah,
you
Katie-
really hate Star Wars.
Yeah. so much. Katie Holmes is also in it, and
Yeah.
I usually don't like her either, but I really liked her in this movie,
Yeah.
which is weird because I didn't like the movie, but I liked
Really?
them in the movie.
Okay, you
yeah.
like these actors you don't normally like, but you
So
didn't.
Yeah.
when you watch The Dark Knight, were you disappointed they replaced Katie Holmes' character with Maggie because she dies?
Yes.
You're like, man,
No,
I
I-
really wish
I
she was
wish
in
Katie
this.
Holmes had died.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't dislike her that much, but but just off topic, that was a complete ridiculously bad casting choice. I think they should have kept Katie Holmes.
Okay, all right.
But anyway,
Back to Logan
Well, I
Lucky.
think
Back
there
to
was like a
Logan Lucky.
backstory to that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too.
So
I don't think it's possible to get her in. I think she like refused to do it, right?
Well,
The church. I think the church.
there's always
wasn't
a
happy.
price. There's always a price.
So why didn't you like the movie?
Well, I didn't like it because it was boring.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, that would be a
it
bad
had
thing.
some NASCAR driver cameos in it, they're just very subtle. Like they're playing police officers, stuff like that. So that was cool for me because I was able
Are you
to
a
rec-
NASCAR guy?
Yeah, big NASCAR guy.
Man, you were like the bottomless pit of things I wouldn't.
I thought he
expect.
said that in the last episode.
I did, yeah.
Did he? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that why you wanted to watch this in the first place?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't. When y'all talk, I just tune out. I'm sorry.
But Daniel Craig is awesome in this.
He's great.
He's like straight up hillbilly.
His
Did
name's like,
you see it?
Oh, I saw it.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
His name's like Boom or something.
Yeah,
right?
boom. Johnny Bang. or
Johnny Bang.
Something like that, yeah. So it's pretty cool. It's got 93% on
You didn't
Rotten
think it was
Tomatoes.
funny? You didn't.
I thought there were parts that were funny, but just overall it's Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah.
So sometimes I like stuff he does, sometimes I don't. So
Yeah, I mean, to me, it felt like. I
You
mean,
know,
it
he's
felt
a-
like an Ocean's, like a hillbilly Ocean's.
it
movie.
did. Yeah.
He always seems like an average director to me.
Okay.
I don't know. Like every time I see his movie, it's like one of those movies that it's good. It's good enough to be, I'll watch it, but it's not good enough to be like, call my friends, you got to go see this movie,
Right. Yeah.
kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I really liked Logan Lucky, so agree to disagree. I
Did
guess.
you pick up that phone and call your friends and say you have
I
to
called
watch?
I called every friend, every single one, and told them to watch it. No, I mean it's not one of those movies that I think is going to win an award or anything like that. I don't even know that I would call it like amongst the best made movies I've seen in a while. It was just enjoyable.
It was nice that it was different.
Yeah.
Like it was a good plot. And like I said, I liked Adam Driver in this. I thought he was really, really good.
Yeah, I really like him. I like Tatum too, so that
Yeah, he was good. He was
I like
good.
him all across the board, so that might be part of it. But okay, so Logan Lucky, how did you access this? Did you rent it?
It was on Amazon. Yeah, I had to rent it off
Okay.
Amazon. Yeah.
All right, you would say maybe stay away. Don't
I think there's enough in there that people would like, and you liked it, so I'd say watch it.
All right.
I thought it was boring, but
Cool. Well, I saw a movie in theaters now called The Disaster Artist.
Well, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, going to break. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, cool.
Thanks, bud.
That's good. That's what you say to all when we give our
Oh,
opinion.
I always say, well, cool.
And like you clearly seemed interested in our opinion. So well, cool.
Yeah, well, cool, man. Thanks for that. Thanks for that take. Disaster Artist, directed by James Franco. Actors got James and Dave Franco, Ari Grainer, Seth Rogen. IMDb plot says when Greg Sestero, an aspiring film actor, meets the weird and mysterious Tommy Wiseau in acting class, they form a unique friendship and travel to Hollywood to make their dreams come true. Basically, this is a biopic of Tommy Wiseau. I don't know how to say his name. Have you seen The Room?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
The Room is one of those like, how did this get made kind of things where it's so terrible. And when it was released, it had no following. And then over the years, it's kind of become almost in like a Rocky Horror Picture Show kind of a way, where people like to have showings. It's kind of a hipster thing, honestly. Like, oh, we'll get together and we'll laugh at how this is honestly maybe the worst movie ever made.
So like Hallmark?
No. It
See,
wishes.
this one is so bad, it's good.
Yeah, it wishes it was Hallmark.
Yeah.
But it is so terrible. But it's like, I mean, you really, when I watched it for the first time, I saw it in college for the first time, The Room. And you're watching it thinking, how possibly could this have been made? I know you asked that question a lot, Dick. Like, what was it like when they were making this movie? But this one, the dialogue doesn't make sense. He'll be over, like the main guy, Tommy, he'll be over here like screaming. And then he'll go, oh, hi, Dick. You know, like what? Like, there's obviously no direction. So this really dives deep into who Tommy Wiseau was. Basically, and the movie is great. For one of the reasons it's great is because it doesn't really tell you that much about him. Like, he's just a mysterious guy, and he has unlimited money, and you don't know why. And his accent is really weird, and he always tells people he's from New Orleans.
Yeah.
He always says, "Oh, I'm from New Orleans." And, no, but really, where are you from? And he gets really weird. Anytime they ask how old he is, so Dave Franco is the young actor that gets kind of sucked into his world, and Dave Franco is supposed to be like a 19 to early 20s guy, and Tommy Wiseau is obviously like maybe in his 40s or something. And every time they ask him how old, I'm the same age as you, Greg. You know, it's like, no, you are not. You're a creepy old man. But I saw this in a theater full of people that were loving it.
Yeah.
If you've seen The Room, then you'll really appreciate this. I think even if you haven't seen The Room, there's enough in here that you would enjoy it because it's just a well-made movie. And it's a really interesting character study of this really, really weird guy. And James Franco did a great job. Have you seen this?
I haven't seen it. I don't like either one of those guys, but I want to see this.
Yeah, you need to, because I mean, it had some really funny moments, and it was just so interesting to dive in. And one of the things that interested me was at the end, it did the thing where it showed scene for scene, because they remade a lot of the scenes from the movie in this with Dave and James Franco, and it had scene for scene cuts of, because as you're watching it in theaters, if you don't, if you haven't seen The Room really recently, you're thinking like, there's no way that was exactly how it went. Yeah. But then it shows scene for scene cuts of The Room with the Disaster Artist, and they are nailing it. Like, they did a great job. Even their delivery, like the pace of their delivery.
You don't think that's kind of cheap?
What?
I mean, there's not a lot of creative process, but I guess there is when you're fine tuning a remake remake.
So the whole movie wasn't them doing that. Most of the movie was behind the scenes, like, stuff.
But the scenes they did kind of show you that were filmed.
Yeah.
Were...
And they would throw some scenes in there every now and then, because it would kind of like, they're talking about a scene they're about to do, and they'd actually play the scene out, and it would be a scene from the movie. And then at the end, they would come back and show you that scene matched up with the actual scene. And I mean, stuff that just, it makes no sense. Anyways, it's a really interesting look. Really good movie. It's getting really, good reviews. I bet this is going to win some awards come award season. James Franco he directed it, and he did a great job. And so you need to go check it out, everybody. If you've seen The Room, you have to see this. If you haven't, I would say try to find The Room somewhere and then watch this, or you could just go check it out because it's definitely worth your time. We're going to head to break. When we come back, we are going to play a Christmas themed version of Actors List. So it's going to be Dick versus Chris to the death. So make sure you stick around for that here on the Ticket Stub.
Hey guys, I'm Joey Savage.
Corey DLG.
We are Nerd Thug Radio. Catch us every Monday from 1 to 3 And check out our website, nerdthugradio.com.
We like to talk about quilting, horseback riding, and baking quiche.
Actually, we don't, but we do like talking nerdy to you.
That's right. Every Monday from 1 to 3 p.m., hashtag talking nerdy to you.
A Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for summer internship opportunities, a Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to grab the mic and be on the air. A Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world all year round. Be an on-air personality, talk show producer, or YouTube, TV, podcast editor. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776.
We're back on the Ticket Stub. Want to go ahead and remind everybody that we come live every Thursday on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area at noon. You can also listen on irlonestar.com. You can find us on any podcast feed. We have a YouTube channel, the Ticket Stub. Also, you can find, if you go to irlonestar.com/TTS, you can find all of our social media, all that kind of stuff. That'd be a huge follow for you because that's how we give away tickets every week. So it's basically free money. All the social media, and you can go get tickets to the Grand or any movie tavern. We got Connor, Dick, and Chris here. We're going to play a game called Actors List, Christmas theme. So we just made some stakes. Dick, what did we say the stakes were going to be?
So what I'm thinking what we could do, Chris, is we both name an actor we hate.
Okay.
And then the loser has to watch a movie that the winner chooses with that actor in it.
All right.
All right, so
We're on.
okay. So can y'all come up with one quick enough that you hate
Oh, yeah.
to do it right now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. You got a lot of hate in your heart. You got
He's already said like 4 of them today.
I know. You got to let it
Just
out,
pick
man.
from the list.
So who do you hate, Chris?
I'm gonna go with Vin Diesel. I know that's.
You hate Vin Diesel?
Well, is there some like heavy drama he's done that I could watch? Maybe check it out.
Oh, probably. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that he hasn't done a heavy. I think Vin Diesel thinks every movie he does is heavy drama.
Yeah.
But maybe not so
Okay.
much. Dick, what about you? So Chris will do Vin Diesel.
I do not like Adrian Brody.
Okay.
Oh man, that's gonna be a tough watch.
Like I just don't know why he won an Oscar. I don't know why people give him jobs. He's just
has he worked recently though? Like I mean,
yeah, I think he was in Predator.
yeah, but that was a couple
Predator.
years ago.
Yeah.
That was not super good either. But
I just don't think he's good.
yeah, fair enough.
just
All
don't
right, so
think
we got
he's good.
Adrian Brody and Vin Diesel as the two options for what y'all gonna have to watch. Man, Vin Diesel will be a treat.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be.
You need to see A Man Apart.
Is that Vin Diesel?
That's Vin Diesel.
And you need to see.
Well, that's not the movie I choose, but I'm just saying that's a
okay,
drama.
okay,
That's a
yeah.
drama
Oh,
slash. I mean, that's kind of out of his wheelhouse. But inside,
All right, well,
I mean,
Is the preface of that phrase how did this man get this part? Like that's
What do
the
you
first
mean?
part of it.
Oh, A Man Apart. How
A
did
Man
this
Apart.
man-
Well, I guess it's not exactly correct. Yeah,
Okay,
rim
cool.
shot. Why don't we have sound effects on? We should have sound effects.
Yeah, we need a drop board or something. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, cool, guys.
all right, cool.
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
We're gonna hop into the game.
That's a transition right there.
Yeah, from now on.
All right, cool.
All right, cool. We're gonna hop into the game. So the way this game works, for those that don't know, gonna name an actor, and then we're gonna name 4 movies that actor has been in random order, and then y'all's job is to order them from worst to best, Rotten Tomatoes wise.
Worst to best. So number 1 would be the worst. Number 4 would be the
Yeah,
best.
the first one you say is the worst. The last one you say is the best. So
Okay,
you're going
cool.
ascending order, Rotten Tomatoes wise. So I'll read the movies a couple times so y'all can get them in your head, and then we'll take turns going through. We'll keep track. Every spot you get correct is a point. So if you get if you only get the third one right, well, that's still 1 point, even though the other 3 were wrong. Kind of a deal. So we're gonna start. They're all Christmas themed actors. They're all actors that are well known for being in Christmas movies. The first one, Tim Allen.
Oh, I can get. Well, shoot.
What
No, I
movie
don't
has
wanna-
he in besides Christmas Claw or the?
Every movie is not Christmas.
okay.
Yeah,
Trouble.
sorry. Yeah,
I really thought you were gonna choose all these actors that've been in Hallmark movies because they're like in 20 Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
No, that would be tough to listen to. No, we want actors to be notable, but they at least have been in one well-known Christmas movie. Let me say that. I guess
If I don't get this right, I'm never going to hear the end of this.
okay,
From
yeah,
who?
Well, this is my favorite actor.
Tim,
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
your favorite of all time.
Yeah.
I like Tim Allen, but I don't know about favorite. Well, then you should be pretty familiar with some of these movies. Santa Claus, you've or you've talked rewind that one already.
Okay.
So here's the movies: Wild Hogs,
Gosh.
Jungle to Jungle,
Okay.
Galaxy Quest,
Ooh.
and The Santa Claus. So the
Say
Christmas
it again.
Wild Hogs, Jungle to Jungle, Galaxy Quest, The Santa Claus. So the Christmas movie that they're well known for will be incorporated in all the
Okay.
the fours.
I get you. I feel
Number
you.
1 is the worst.
Yeah, you start with your worst and you go to the best.
So we start with number 4.
No, like your first one.
the first one you say is the worst movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you thought,
Get with it.
yeah. So if you think, let's say you think Galaxy Quest is the worst, you should say it first,
Okay.
and then you go from there. All right, Dick, do you have your list made up?
Yes, I do.
All right, what do you got?
All right, number 1, Wild Hogs. Number 2, Jungle to Jungle. Number 3, Santa. And number 4, Galaxy Quest.
All right, Chris, what'd you do?
Number 1 is Jungle to Jungle. Number 2 is Wild Hogs. Number 3 would be Galaxy Quest, and 4 would be Santa Claus.
All right, Dick, you ran the table with all 4 correct.
Oh.
Chris, you got a big fat 0.
Have
Well,
you
that's
not?
the order that I would have put them in.
Have you not seen Wild Hogs?
Yes, of course.
That's-
I
that
actually
movie-
own a costume from that movie that he wore.
Man, you
Do you really?
are the coolest person.
Yes. No, I do.
You keep
Several movies.
coming at me with the cool.
Yeah.
He's a bottomless pit of things
Yeah.
I would not have expected. Like what costume did he wear in Wild Hogs?
He black jeans,
Oh,
the
come on.
cool belt, t-shirt, the little skull mask thing. I got that.
Is it like, did you piece it
Gloves,
together,
the
or did you
gloves?
buy it in
No,
a set?
It came all in one thing. I got several costumes of his actually from different movies.
From John? Or no, from Tim.
But yeah, Christmas with the Cranks. I got one of the full deals that he wore with the.
You really do like Tim Allen.
Yeah,
Man, you
I have
love-
I have a Rock costume, one that the Rock wore, and
Really?
That's
Why-
not Tim Allen.
Why do you have all these costumes?
no, it's not. I don't know. I got a little room in my house that I got all this movie stuff
Oh,
set
weird.
up.
I thought that was going in a weirder direction.
Yeah, no,
I've got this room in my house.
Yeah.
It's full of movie stuff. All right.
Yeah.
So the order is Wild Hogs, Jungle to Jungle, The Santa Claus, Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest was like 92%.
It is an
Yeah.
awesome movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I really like Galaxy Quest. All right. Next up, Macaulay Culkin. By the way,
Okay.
try to spell Macaulay Culkin. That's not an easy one. It took me like 15 tries to
Yeah.
get it correct. But Macaulay Culkin, obviously, known for the Home Alone series. Now being known for being a creepy looking dude in his adult life. But the 4 movies we're going to talk about with Macaulay are Uncle Buck, Home Alone, My Girl, and Richie Rich.
Keep repeating that so I can.
Uncle Buck, Home Alone, My Girl, and Richie Rich. So, pretty much known for being a kid actor. Old Macaulay was. So, a lot of these are a little bit older movies. But Uncle Buck, Home Alone, My Girl, Richie Rich. Chris, you look ready. What's your order?
I am Richie Rich is the worst. Then Uncle Buck, Home Alone, and then My Girl.
All right.
All right, this could be a decider right here. I'm going to go with Richie Rich, My Girl, Uncle Buck, and Home Alone.
Rich, My Girl, Uncle Buck, Home Alone. Chris, that time you got 1 correct.
Golly.
Dick, that time you got 4 correct.
So he's got
perfect.
perfect the last-
Through 2 rounds, Dick is perfect.
So it's 8-1.
8-1. I think when I don't play, the pressure must be off, Dick, because you're overperforming right now.
What in the world?
The order is Richie Rich, the worst, obviously.
I can see that.
My Girl, the next worst.
What?
I guess people didn't like
That was a great
the,
movie.
the bee stings or
Yeah,
whatever.
but it's more of you're talking about these.
It's kind of weird,
You're
right?
talking about these leeches who want free previews. You got to think about that. You got to think those dudes. The jokes.
I got to put
critics.
myself in their
Yeah. The
mindset.
critics.
Yeah, you're coming at it from your perspective, not the perspective of a critic. Uncle Buck is third, is the second best, and then Home Alone has the best reviews out of all those movies. I guess that makes sense. Home Alone is a classic by everybody.
Plus, the Rotten Tomatoes is horrible because I can write a review today and it counts.
No, you can't. Not for the critic reviews.
Yeah, if I was a legitimate critic
If
and I
you were a
wrote,
critic.
yeah, but I'm saying like if I didn't have a movie to review that I can do a Christmas movie and I chose to do Home Alone, and that's the movie I'm reviewing.
Yeah, but I think you're missing the first step where you have to become a movie critic, though.
Well, I'm saying you could do that technically though,
Yeah.
right? If you are a movie critic, I could just write. I have a website that I write all these reviews.
yeah, you could make laws if you just became part of Congress. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you could make whatever law you wanted.
Do you have to go to school for that?
No, you have to be accepted by Rotten Tomatoes. So they have like a vetting process, and I think it's probably about your reach of your audience for whatever. I mean, if you started, Chris'smoviecritics.com or whatever, you probably would have to prove to Rotten Tomatoes that you deserve to be a critic. And then they have their top critics, which are like even the elite of the elite.
Yeah.
And so that score sometimes is viewed as more reliable. All right, next up, Will Ferrell. Most known for his Christmas movie Elf. Everybody likes to watch and quote that one around this time. Great movie. So the 4 movies we're going to talk about for Ferrell: Talladega Nights, Anchorman, Blades of Glory, and Elf. You don't like Blades of Glory, Chris?
I own a costume from that as well. Actually.
Jesus. All right, say that again.
Oh, Talladega Nights, Anchorman, Blades of Glory, and Elf. Which costume? Is it the Fire and Ice? Please tell me it's Fire and Ice.
No, it is one of the winter jackets that Craig T. Nelson wore in the movie.
Oh, so you kind of chose like a random costume.
No, he's my second favorite actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your favorite actor is Tim Allen. Your second favorite actor is Craig T. Nelson.
Yes. Yeah, I know. It's unusual choices. Yeah.
No,
Craig T. Nelson?
That's what you bring to the show, though, man. Is a little different take. Okay, so what do y'all got? Will Ferrell, Talladega Nights,
All right,
Anchorman,
I'll
Blades
go
of Glory,
first.
Elf.
I got
Dick.
Blades of Glory, Anchorman, Talladega, and Elf.
Say it one more time. Sorry, Blades of Glory.
Blades, Anchor, Talladega, Elf.
All right, Chris.
I have Blades of Glory, Talladega Nights, Anchorman, and Elf.
All right, Dick. You only got 2 points this time. I'm sorry, Chris. You got 1.
Oh,
Good job.
Yeah, I'm catching.
So the score is 10-2
catching
right
up. How
now.
many are? I hope there's like 20 of these. Because
There's 12 left, so you could still win. You're down only by 8, so you could come back.
All right.
Okay.
I just want to point this out. I did a little research while I was winning this game.
Yeah.
Home Alone delivers enough laughs. Review 2017 from Peter Rayner, top critic.
Is your point that they can continue into
Yeah.
the present day? Well, yeah, I never said they couldn't do that. That wasn't what I was arguing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The reviews are skewed because now today Home Alone is a pop favorite, and same thing like Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane sucked when it came out, and today a critic can be like, Citizen Kane was the greatest movie ever.
Yeah, so that's a downside of it, but I guess what you just hope is that the critics look at it objectively.
That's how I'm winning this game.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay, so the actual order is Anchorman, Blades of Glory, Talladega Nights, and Elf.
Oh, wow.
Let me just say,
Anchorman's the
Anchorman
worst?
is the worst. That is a travesty.
Yeah,
that
it
is an
is.
absolute.
Well, I knew that was going to be a controversy, but I knew Blades of Glory was the worst reviewed movie in my mind. Like I just remember not hearing anything positive about it.
Blades of Glory was.
It was terrible.
It was stupid, but it had some funny parts.
terrible.
Yeah, Will Ferrell. That was like peak Will Ferrell. In Blades of Glory. He was as famous as he could be for being Will Ferrell. Okay, next up, Bruce Willis. We got to move through these kind of quick.
All right.
Die Hard 2. Here you go. I concede. Christmas movie. All right.
Die Hard 1. And 2.
Well, 2 is the one. No, 1. Yeah. So, yeah, 2. I'm sorry.
2
Whatever.
still. There's still snow.
Die Hard 2 is
2. So Armageddon, Fifth Element, Sixth Sense, and then Die Hard.
Say that again.
Oh my god.
Armageddon, Fifth Element, Sixth Sense, and Die Hard.
All right, I've got mine.
All right, Dick, what you got?
I got Armageddon, Fifth Element, Die Hard, Sixth Sense.
All right. Chris.
That's exactly what I had. So
All right. Well, then you both got 2 points.
okay.
It's Armageddon, Die Hard, Fifth Element, Sixth Sense.
okay.
So you flip the middle ones. All right. Next up, Jim Carrey in The Grinch from.
So The Grinch is one of them.
Yes. So The Grinch is one of them. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and then The Truman Show and The Grinch. So
Wait,
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Eternal Sunshine, Truman Show, and then How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So got to order those ones up.
Again.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective,
That's one.
Eternal Sunshine, Truman Show, Grinch. Chris, what you got?
I've got Ace Ventura, Truman Show, The Grinch, and whatever the last one was.
Eternal Sunshine.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Dick, what about you?
All right, I'm gonna go with Ace Ventura, Grinch, Truman, and Eternal.
All right, Chris, you got 1 point. Good job, bud. Dick, you got 2. So it is Ace Ventura, Grinch, Eternal Sunshine, and The Truman Show was the best rated out of all of them.
wow.
There you go. All right, last one. Chevy Chase.
Oh right. There we
Chevy
go.
Chase. So Christmas Vacation is obviously the one that is the Christmas movie Chevy Chase is really well known for. Three Amigos is one of my favorite Chevy Chase movies. Fletch, which is also one that I think is pretty
Yeah,
good.
I like that.
And then Caddyshack. Always
yeah.
classic Caddyshack. So Caddyshack, Fletch, Three Amigos, Christmas Vacation. Order them up. Let me know what you think.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to go with Fletch, Caddyshack, Christmas. Or sorry. Fletch, Caddyshack, Three Amigos, Christmas.
All right.
And I've got Fletch, Christmas, Three Amigos, and Caddyshack.
All right. Well, you guys are terrible because y'all both got 0.
Oh, wow.
It is Three Amigos, Christmas Vacation, Caddyshack, and Fletch.
Wow. Fletch is number 1?
Yeah.
Wow, that's gross.
I guess the critics, I don't know. I guess it's
What
kinda-
about Fletch Lives?
I didn't look that one up, but I think it's worse than Fletch
Yeah, I think
1.
so.
Yeah, Fletch Lives was not as good a movie. All right, so final score. Dick has 14, and Chris has a 5. That might be one of the worst beatings.
So
we've had.
Yeah.
now I get to choose a movie that Vin Diesel is in.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's go to break. When we come
Yeah.
back, you can
I already
announce
know what
that.
it is.
Okay, you can announce the movie that Chris has to watch, and we'll also talk about our grand tickets, and we'll talk about what's going to happen for next week's show. So stick with us here on the Ticket Stub.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? The Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your question. Get seen on TV or YouTube and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Sponsor your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
Listen in Mondays at noon to hear Conroe news from local nonprofits, businesses, upcoming events, Conroe Park events, news stories, and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture.
We're back here on the Ticket Stub. We're going to wrap things up. Got to wrap it up. We're hoping to be able to play our hotline
Gotta
call.
wrap it up, folks. Ticket Stub, PSA. Donation domination.
Oh, did that take a weird turn right there?
Oh, wow.
At least it's not giggling.
Dick, focus on the hotline call. We're trying to get that played for everybody before the show ends so we can give away tickets. We want to remind everybody that's how we're going to do tickets this next week. We're going to do a pre-recorded show to play for next week since it's the Christmas holidays. Chris, tell us a little bit about what that's going to be.
Well, it's going to be big.
You're
sorry.
losing it.
It's going to be big. Wrap it up.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be big. We're going to have a local reporter and anchor from KPRC Channel 2, Jake Reiner. He is also the grandson of Carl Reiner and the son of legendary Hollywood filmmaker Rob Reiner. So he is going to be
Princess
here
Bride,
in studio
baby.
with us. Yeah, it's going to be very exciting.
So we're going to record that one here actually later today, but it's not going to drop until next Thursday at the normal time. We'll play it live at noon. We did this once before. Hopefully we'll hit the live show a little more on the head. But Jake Reiner, guys, Chris is kind of losing it, man. Chris is he's a homeboy.
Oh yeah. I'm freaking out about it.
He verbally abuses his wife if Channel 2 is not on as soon as he gets home every day. That's what he was saying earlier.
Yeah, no, it's true. I love that channel. It's on 24/7 in my house, and I'm not just saying that.
That channel isn't on 24/7 though.
Yeah, it is.
Channel 2? I thought it's only on for like 6 hours a day.
No.
What happens
yeah,
the rest
but
of the day?
NBC in general.
So you just like NBC, not Channel 2.
No, I like both of them.
What's
it's
at the
same
tippy
thing.
top of the totem pole for you? Like, what's a must record on Channel 2?
I like the NBC Nightly News with
Okay,
Lester Holt.
so we can tell our guest that he's number 2,
No, he's not. No, they lead into that.
but he's not number
It's
1.
like it's one show. They're on at 5, and then at 5:30, Lester Holt starts.
All right. Well, we're going to see him. We're going to interview him. We're going to talk to him. We're going to try and contain Chris. Hopefully he doesn't talk about tickling or anything like that.
No, I don't
we're going to
think so.
try to keep him under control.
I think we're safe.
All
I've
right.
been watching a lot of Larry King videos, so I know I'm trying to.
Yeah, you're going to put your shoulders up?
Yeah, I'm going to try to learn.
Okay, well, we got the hotline call. We're good?
Yeah, we're good,
All right, so
man.
we're going to play the hotline call. We're going to reveal the winner. He's going to, I think, give us a little review of the ticket stub. So here we go.
Hey guys, Wes and Conroe here. People told me to play classical music like Mozart and Beethoven for my baby to make him smarter, but I play Ticket Stub podcast for him instead. You guys rock. Keep it up. Bye.
All right.
There we go. Thank you, Wes, for calling in. That call-in number, 936-647-3776. 3776.
That's gonna be one weird kid when he comes out.
That's gonna be a little Chris.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah, so everybody, Dick said that we had some people call that didn't leave a message. They just had missed calls. If you don't leave the message, then it's going to be really
They don't
hard
get
for us to.
recorded.
It's going to be hard for us to play the message if it's never actually left. So again, 936-647-3776. Like I said, next week, since it's pre-recorded, we're going to do a different kind of giveaway before the show at the end of the year. We'll do hotline calls again. So you have about 2 weeks now to call in, leave us something great. Next week, what are we watching, Dick?
For next week, I am going to be watching a Hallmark movie because I've already watched it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching The Baby's First Christmas, 2012. The reason this caught my eye because Rico from Starship Troopers was in it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Oh.
Casper Van Dien.
Yeah.
And if you're a big fan of him, he's been in a lot of C movies, B movies, so it makes sense that he's in a Hallmark movie.
When you first texted us and said Rico's in it, I thought you meant Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
No, I meant Rico.
I was a little bit disappointed.
Roughnecks, bro.
Yeah. And okay, Chris, what about you?
I'm going to watch Desperate Measures from 1997. Michael Keaton and Andy Garcia.
All right, I don't know.
It's like a drama.
Did I tell you guys the weird dream I had that had Andy Garcia in it?
No.
So I was Bruce Willis.
Were you in Chris's costume room?
No, I was. It was during a Christmas party type scenario, and I looked in the mirror and I was Bruce Willis, and I had tied up Andy Garcia, and I'm like trying to get information or something out of him, and Steve Martin is continuously trying to convince me to let him go. And it's like just the whole dream was me trying to figure out what Andy Garcia knew about something.
Is there a movie that has all three of those guys in it?
I don't know, but it was
That's weird.
I just remember Steve Martin wearing a sweater.
Had you been playing the Hallmark drinking game before that?
No.
No.
No. But I do want to announce the movie that Chris has to watch.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So, Chris, we do have to wrap this up, and you're going to watch the 2008 sci-fi epic Babylon AD.
Oh, gosh.
It sounds great.
So, first thing about this movie and the reason I like it is, one, the movie director got his input taken away. So the studio took over, and apparently there's a cut that adds 40 more minutes to the movie to complete it, but no one knows where this cut is. So you're watching the cut version, which makes no sense.
Okay.
So that's great. Vin Diesel is probably, this is the highlight of his acting career, in my opinion.
You got the Rotten
shows.
Tomatoes score on that one, just so I know what we're going into.
Metascore is 26. That's the Metacritic. I'm not seeing the Rotten
That's not
Tomatoes.
that bad.
Is it 2.6?
No, it's 26. That's
Oh,
what it
out of
says.
what?
It's Metascore, dude. It's
I
not.
don't know how Metascore works.
One thing like I said, one thing I liked about it is based off a book called Babylon Babies, and it's a pretty good sci-fi book. And the director is Matthew Kassovitz. He's an actor from France, but he's also directed a couple movies like Gothica and things like that are okay. The Crimson Rivers.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to wait for 2 weeks we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks for Chris to talk about this one because next week's gonna be pre-recorded. I'm gonna watch the movie Coco for next week. I've actually already watched it. Gonna talk about it on the pre-recorded show, animated film. So everybody, hope you enjoyed the show today. Hope you enjoyed the game, and make sure you tune in next week because we got Jake Reiner. That's a big gift for us. KPRC.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the best few moments of Chris's life.
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody, make sure you tune in next week. Tell a friend. Get on our social media.
Do you have a costume of this guy?
I do not.
Okay.
I'm hoping he'll spot me.
I thought you were wearing it. That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing it.
All right, everybody. Thanks. Have a great day. This is signing off on the Ticket Stub.
Donation Domination. Check it out.
Thank you for checking out this production of Lone Star Community Radio. Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's community radio station. Don't forget to check out this show and many others across the Lone Star Community Radio Network, either live on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, the Lone Star Internet Radio app, or irlonestar.com's live audio stream, and on replay on podcast, Channel 12's Our City TV in Conroe, or Channel 21 KVQT in Houston, and of course their YouTube channel. This production is copyrighted and all rights are reserved by Lone Star Community Radio. Have a question regarding this program or other Lone Star Community Radio shows? Want to sponsor or start your own show? Call the station message line at 936-647-3776 or email the station at lscrstudios@gmail.com.